1 second you're buying protection in this office, you're crazy. As long as you're in the county, I can't touch you. But just try it on this side of the line. I'll close you up so quick you think you stuck your head in a bear trap.
Okay, pal. There are a lot of ways of doing things. I like to do them the easy way. On the other hand, if you want to play tough, I can play that way too.
I'm beginning to get a picture. When did this happen?
About 2 weeks ago.
He didn't waste much time, did he?
He's a big operator. The way I figured, he's behind this Wolfpack business. He thinks he'll either get me fired, or he'll keep me so busy I'll forget about him. But he's not going to get away with it.
Too bad tape recordings aren't admissible in court as evidence. You could grab him right now.
Well, he's too smart. I wouldn't be surprised if he knew this room was bugged. Excuse me. Captain Barry. Yeah. What? Tonight, Channel 14. Thanks, I'll be looking. Bart, did you ever hear of a Paula Jackson?
Paula Jackson? Oh, yeah, she has this inside story on television. I hear it's a good show. Why?
I just heard her inside story tonight is Wolfpack's.
Well, her rating should go up.
I don't get you.
She just got herself 2 new viewers.
And if these young hoodlums are allowed to continue their atrocities, we can safely expect that before long the authorities will be helpless to cope with the situation. I will continue with my confidential inside story on the Wolfpack after this important message from our announcer. Oh, Tony, let's take a breather. It's hot in here.
All right, everybody take 10.
And when are you going to get rid of this thing? I'm getting cross-eyed trying to look past it into the camera.
Next week, whole new deal. Little gadget about yay big. No wires, nothing.
Good.
Oh, by the way, there's a guy over there who wants to talk to you.
How come? You know visitors aren't allowed on the set.
Name's Baldwin, Joe Baldwin.
You just answered my question.
Paula, how nice of you to stop rehearsal. You know my assistant, Mr. Morgan.
I've seen him around. What's on your mind?
You better wait in the car, Denver. Paula, this is a bit public, isn't it?
You can say all you have to say right here.
Well, you know, you're doing a great service for your community with this Wolfpack story.
You should know. And I'd give $1 million to pin it on you.
But you can't.
You're too slippery, Joe.
Thank you. Just for that, I'll give you a hot tip on how you can stop the gangs.
I'm listening.
There's a police captain downtown. Name's Lloyd Perry, new man at the job. I don't think he's big enough for it. Now, if he were to be replaced...
Where are you getting your tips these days? They're lousy.
You're wrong, Paula. I'll bet you Greg you're wrong.
What's the gag? You only bet on sure things.
Your husband should have known that. He didn't.
Didn't what?
Aren't you afraid we'll be overheard?
What about my husband?
You really shouldn't let him out all alone.
I don't play the watchdog wife. I love him and I trust him, and what he does is his business.
And yours.
Get to the point.
Well, you see, he just happened to wander into the club the other night.
Go on.
You know how dice can act sometimes. He just couldn't seem to get them to go his way. So I cashed a check for him.
How much?
You should give him a bigger allowance if you want him to play in the big leagues.
I said how much?
Let me see. Oh, yes, $1,000. But that's not the point. You see, this bank wouldn't even give me a dime for it. Now, please, don't tell him I told you.
I'll get a check to cover it.
Paula, I don't want your money. After all, you throw a lot of weight in this town. All you have to do is tie a can to Lloyd Perry on your broadcast tonight. And nobody owes me a cent.
And if I don't?
Passing a bad check is a felony. I think that's 1 to 5 years. Long time to be separated.
No one would convict him, not when you're involved.
Maybe. But think of your reputation. You've worked a long time to get where you are. How long do you think you'd keep this program if I gave the story to the newspapers?
I can't do it.
Well, I'd think about it if I were you. I'm not asking very much.
But the program's all written and rehearsed. I can't change it now.
Paula, I've always heard you were great at ad-libbing. I'll be watching tonight to see if you live up to your reputation.
I have just shown you firsthand what these gangs of young mobsters are doing to our city. Someone is responsible for this terrifying condition. Someone must be held to blame for this disgrace. Confidentially, let me tell you who that someone is.
Maybe she got Baldwin.
There is only one man who could do something about it and hasn't. And that man is Captain Lloyd Perry of the city police. If I were the mayor, the first thing on the agenda tomorrow morning would be an investigation.
That Baldwin gets around.
He's asked for it. Now he's going to really get it.
Where are you going, to get a gun?
Calling the office. Everybody goes on double shift till I get him, he gets me.
Paula Jackson's bombshell was the biggest thing to hit in a long time. 3 days after the broadcast, the story was still hot.
Listen to this, Denver. If Captain Lloyd Perry can't cope with the situation, the commissioner should take action. How about that?
Swell, only when do I get some sleep? This job's killing me.
This will all be over soon.
Well, something's gonna give. This town's alive with cops.
Won't do any good.
Yeah, but the boys are getting scared. They want more dough.
Give it to them. Pay them. $20 a night. No good's money unless you put it to work. Hello. Oh, hello, Paula. Seen the evening papers? Hmm? Oh, the check. Well, Paula, I thought I'd better hold on to it for a couple of days in case I need another plug. Save your breath, dear. I can't hear you. What she got to be mad about? I can still put her husband in jail. See where that is, Denver. Unless it's important, I'm not in.
Oh. Yeah. Come in. Look what I found.
Oh, Captain, what a pleasant surprise. Sit down, you look tired.
I like it this way.
Suit yourself. Decide to throw in the towel, Captain?
No, but it won't be long before you will.
Now, what made you arrive at that remarkable conclusion?
Up to now, you've had those boys pulling petty larceny stunts with a little mugging thrown in for good measure.
And you can't prove a thing.
But I'm going to. And when I do, it'll be big casino. Because your mob just killed one of my best men.
Look, waking me up in the middle of the night ain't gonna make me talk.
Maybe this will. 2 hours ago, a cop was killed.
That ain't news, it's an hour old.
Chuck, who did it? Who's behind this?
You're starting to fade out again.
Here you are, a kid with no record. And now a cop's been killed. Do you know what'll happen? They'll try and throw the book at you. I don't want to see that. I'm your lawyer, your friend. I'll see that you're protected.
Look, Mr. Matthews. 10 times a day they tell me. 10 times. If I open my mouth, I won't live long enough to take a deep breath. Now, what do you want me to do?
Now, what do you want?
Now, is that any way to talk to your chief booster?
Hi, Bart.
I just paid my boy another visit.
Haskell?
Yeah.
Did he talk?
No. And what I'm afraid of, if you don't do something pretty quick, he won't be around to talk.
Something's got to break soon.
There's only one person left who might be able to help you.
Paula Jackson? If Joe Baldwin's really got something on her, I don't think she'll talk either.
What have you got to lose?
All right. I'll go by and see her in the morning.
What's the matter with right now?
It's after midnight. She'll be asleep.
Not if she's got as much on her mind as I think she has.
Okay. You better come with me. It may be interesting.
You sure this is the right place?
This is what they gave me at the TV station.
I don't know which is going to give first. Me or this buzzer.
I think we're getting some action.